Their operator bans have been kind of default throughout this. They're kind of just going with their overall defaults as is. But SSG starting off again on the attack. They've started on attack in every single game and map they've gone to
win this round, but they've done basically nothing up to this point. Maestro Cam's still alive. Everyone on Maker's still alive, not even having taken any damage thus far through the round. As the smoke canisters go in, you'd imagine that it's SSGA going down pretty soon, but somehow they get 3 in a row! Jet, Focal, and Bay, each able to step up for one more kill than the other. And now, Bino and Giddy have to do it themselves. The player upstairs has died, but the planter has died too. JetCon not careful enough. And the Maestro Cam is still active. The Kayakobi's traps are still active as well. And so even though Focal's got the next one, it's still a player upstairs who could surely deny this plan if they try to go for it. Shots through the hatch are going to make sure going on around the rest of the map. So even though they have that advantage, a man advantage of one player in a 5-on-4 is only going to do you so much good, but Jabate's heard me, so I said, you know what? Why not make it 2?
You know, that's maybe the thing that exactly what SSG Academy needed, trying to get some of this more of the space, and Focal getting Giddy down. That's going to open up enough space for JetCon to get this plant down. Smoke Bay completely misses, so this is going to get confirmed. Maker's only left with one player left to try to clutch this round out.
And it's Wooz, 1-on-4, got a player behind him and catering Deimos tracker on his position, so they'll know exactly where he is. He can't even shoot the Goyo canister. So how are you going to shoot 4 players in 20 seconds and work your way back to defuse the bomb as well? The answer is you're not, because Jabate is going to shut you down with a pistol. And some great... Gonna walk up yellow stairs, EMP, one of those mute jammers, so maybe he could hop back on the drone, but instead they're actually just gonna start to go for the push, but that one-way Kiba is making it so obnoxious. As the player hard left, the Kiba girl herself is Kobe Lax, and he's gonna shut down Focal first off. Gets traded right after, but Vil needs to go huge in this position, but he's up to the task. 2 kills in a row brings us back to even. As the execute will start, Bay into the console office with the diffuser in hand, but now doesn't have a teammate. He's only got Jabates alive, and Jabates on the wrong half of the map entirely as he's walking in through the catering wall. He and Bay are going to have to activate some kind of pincer maneuver inside the site, or he'll just have to hope that Jabates has his cover. He does have the cross, he gives up the info, and now Bay needs to win the fight, but those are too many things to ask of the attack, and they're still yet to clear out the last 3 defenders. They've established no presence inside the map anywhere. The only presence they've actually established is Giddy. They got frost-matted on a window that he repelled into. Speaking of repelling in, here goes Packer trying to get the plant down. C4 should be good to shut it down, and it is. Vil with another, Bay with a third. Oh, that push has gone nowhere fast for Makers.
And just the fact that their utilities seem to be kind of out of sync with each other. I mean, Packer just zips in all by himself. Sure, yeah, he has Bino to kind of provide some cover with 1 incendiary bolt, but just there's no lion scan, there's no flashbangs being dumped in behind it. SSG don't really have to do all that much to panic, wins that out flawlessly, just due to the fact that Makers could not make up their minds on what they wanted to go.
See JetCon playing out of... Importantly, against Karn & Co. Jump in for Kobe, shut down immediately. Oh, no! I called it before it happened. I had too much faith in JetCon, or apparently not enough in Kalax. As he jumps in and makes sure that everybody knows that he is inside the building, Giddy gets 1 more as well. And with that, a 3-man advantage to the attacking side. Godville trying to play God out of this scenario, but all he can really do is play a little bit too close to Wooz. Get himself shut down in the process. Jabates fishing for a pick, but in the process gives away where he is. And surely that's going to be the end of the round. It's Packer upstairs through the holes that SSG made themselves. Prescribing the doctor his
little garage, making sure that they don't have to deal with any of these bulletproof cameras, making sure that SSG Academy can't utilize any C4s. Jabate's the only one left with 1 in pocket still, just forcing him so far back that he can't get into position. Getting Focal out of the way as well is just going to be so much easier for them. Even 20 seconds left, Makers have such an easy pathway in.
That's why you see such a big roam on this objective, because you can't give away this vertical control, because without it, you stand no chance at even getting back into the garage bomb site at all. And JetCon, the only one who even has a chance. I don't think he stands much of one, but certainly has an opportunity. Good shot in the first, almost corrals the second kill into the player behind the bomb chassis, but is Giddy upstairs, who will close it. Makers up 4-2. They go 2-1 in their big roam clear operator, the first one to die too, so they're gonna have a hard time working towards the first floor of the map. They do at least have control of the second, but I mentioned one thing that's going well for them, and then JetCon dies, so it seems like they can only have so much going right at one time. Focal with a good trade back, and also ID is where the last defender upstairs is. Kalax thought he had rounded the corner, but instead it's 2 kills in a row.
SSG are going to really have to funnel themselves down either towards yellow stairs or towards spiral, kind of make their way in through security, and then running into a Kapkan like that is not going to help either. They are going to try to open up this Oh no! Vino shuts down Bay as soon as he's trying to open up the hatch. They have no pathway in.
I was gonna say they still have 2 impact EMPs and still 2 hard breach gadgets, so you could at least try and get open the hatch or the main wall with that combination, but nothing gonna get opened up off the back of either of those EMPs. Good flick attempted by Focal, but just a little bit off the mark. And so Packer will leave his mark and leave Jabates in a 1 versus 3, getting wide swung on in the lockers hall, not ready for it at all. Packer on a hot streak at the end of the round, and MKERS on a hot streak, winning 3.
Nearly gets a pick onto Jabates. That is the Lion, not JetCon onto the Ace, but okay, doesn't matter. He's gonna die anyway, thanks to Kobe just swinging out the mate.
And really trying their best to come up with something creative. You've got Bay and JetCon still trying to figure out what they want to do. Bay rotating all the way around the map over towards the Visa side, and I don't even think he's gone into Visa. I think he's going a front door. Yeah, he's walking in the front door. JetCon going to try and make his presence known inside the map, or more appropriately, make sure he's not noticed, and that's actually going to work out. Underneath control means they can get this plant down without getting C4'd, but Giddy does have the angle that he needs to get from Spiral, and he's shut down 2 in the process of winning that round. There's just way too much control for MKERS, and
He didn't even use the skeleton key.
and that was all the pressure that they really had from below. The Grimbees went in, but the Grim himself has gone down right after. Fortunately not out just yet.
For their initial take, and now it's going to be absolutely telegraphed that Focal's moving his way up yellow stairs. There's going to be someone just ready to actively take him down. Kobe, being the very upfront player for MKERS, just continues to show his dominance against SSG Academy. There's nothing that they can do, Happy.
Well, they can sure try, as they don't really have much of a choice. I guess you could throw it away, but I doubt they'll be content with losing here. So many Kibas left on him as well. He can just continue to spam these things, and as he's tried around the corner, he just keeps recreating a one-way. He's gone pro, and he's got 4! Kobe Lax just maxing, relaxing, and acting all cool outside the yellow stairs. Can't quite get his ace, as they give up 2 to Jabates, though. So we need to reel it back in. Still possibly has a chance, case in hand with the Grimbees out. That's exactly where you'd want them to be. Whether he knows it or not, he's got enough space to start to stick a plant, but he doesn't have enough health to take any more of the goo mine. But he makes all the wrong decisions, just walking too far forward. Left on the edge of glory, nearly getting that last kill, but instead, it's a 7-2 win for MKERS.
And they just continue to not be able to beat MKERS